All right, our second championship game of the day. The HAF hockey from Oakville, Ontario against the Montreal Brambles. They had a really good game last night. Ended in a 5-5 tie when Oakville scored with only 0.9 seconds to go. See if this one lives up to the expectation. This is Division D. Lots of penalty trouble today. Hopefully we can stay out of it for this one. In behind is Montreal. Lots of time, and they'll get it over to Argaris. Over the blue line is Grasso. He's dangerous with the ball. Fasano can't get the shot off, and sent in behind Montreal blue line. Icing will bring the face-off back inside the Montreal zone. So the women's final, River Valley. Here at Lord Beaverbrook, the Division D final. The HAF hockey group in close, but shutting the doors, Greco. Hello to our Montreal fans out there. Join the conversation on Twitter. Send us your emails, community1sports@gmail.com. Isabel Germain here for the last two games of the day. We're in the home stretch. We had a marathon of a day yesterday. And we've been here since 8 a.m. this morning. Went through all the semifinals. Now on to the final championship rounds. This one's sure to be a good one after what we saw last night. Brambles having a hard time entering the Oakville zone. At the blue line, now over the red line, is Oakville. Over to number 13, Amodio. And we're gonna get a penalty. And it's against Oakville. Number 28, Andrew Katina is going to go for interference. And thanks, Marco, for the correction there. The goalie's name is Greco. I've been saying Greco, so my apologies. So a 2-minute power play for the Montreal Brambles to get things started. Over the blue line, here's the shot, misses the net. And Reese is gonna jump on it quick. Montreal wins the draw. Sending it back to the far side. Back up top to Richard. Algueris back to Grasso. Trying that backdoor play. It's worked before, and Richal keeps it in. Pressuring hard. Number 91. Gets it out. That's Ferreira. Over the blue line. Here's a shot in front, loose. Somehow Reese gets a pad on it. Oakville gets it out. 53 seconds left on the penalty kill for them. Richard over the red line. Sends it into the zone only to find Oakville player Sam Ergenhardt. Grasso in front, loose ball. Bouncing ball, nobody can get a stick on it. Finally, they'll send it back to Richard. He sends it in over to the far side. Shot over the glass and into the bleachers. A shootout going on in the women's final down at River Valley. So go check that out and come right back. So the women putting on a show down in River Valley. Bramables. Last shot on the power play is Oakville player Katana is out of the box, and it's going to be an icing call. We'll bring things back. Just had a fan walk by and tell us we were doing a good job, so that's always appreciated. Thanks to everyone who's tuned in the last 4 days of this awesome tournament. So Newfoundland and Montreal in the women's division gold medal game are in a shootout right now at River Valley. Oakville on the attack in the corner. Number 16 sends it back. It's Gamble. Pressuring hard is Richard. And Oakville's gonna flick it up. Richard's gonna catch it and lay it down. On this side, a shot blocked. Algueris over to the captain, DePerna. Over to Diaco, back to DePerna. He can't handle the pass. Diaco will go help him out. But it's Brookins who finds it instead from HAF. Icing waved off. Entering in the far side, Grasso trying to get a shot off. Only finds black jerseys. Oakville, good forecheck there by Archard. Hopefully that's right. I think it's Arcaro, actually. Trying to decode the writing. Here's a chance for Oakville. And a save by Grieco. Two-on-one for Montreal. Grasso trying to center a pass, but just a couple steps behind there is Matrico. Or Marico, sorry. Here's a chance for Oakville. And the ball's in the netting of... And now the net's off, so we'll get a whistle inside. Shot stopped by Grieco. Oakville still on the attack. Montreal trying to clear it, stopped at the red line. That shot stopped. Now the Brahma will take their time. In the corner. They get it out. Oakville's going to break out. Hit on the forecheck. No call on the play. Montreal. Diaco backing up. Here comes Oakville over the blue line. Over the net, sent back out, stopped and hit down. We're gonna get a penalty for Montreal. It's number 10, Blurton. Going off for 2 with 12:38 left in the first period. Still scoreless, this one. Pass in front finds Richard of Montreal, and he's going to run it up. His shot deflected wide into the corner. Shot from outside the blue line, stopped by Grieco. Here's another chance for Oakville, and Grieco's going to cover it up. One-0 for Montreal in that shootout against Newfoundland for the women's gold medal. Oakville on the power play for 1:17. They're at the blue line. In the slot, the shot, the rebound in the net. Off again, Grieco, what a save as he covers it up. And Montreal has won the gold medal for the women's division in a shootout, 2-0 over there at the River Valley Arena. So congratulations to the Montreal Warriors in the women's division. We saw them play most of their games here at Lord Beaverbrook. And they beat an outstanding team from Newfoundland. Lots of AUS All-Stars on that team. Here we got 40 seconds left on the Oakville power play. 11:15 left in the period. Still scoreless. Montreal doing a good job on the PK. Rivera beats everyone to the ball, and he's going to waste time in behind the net. 10 seconds to go. Oakville is going to try for one last push. Over the red line. Out comes Blurtone. And an icing call against Montreal. So, P. Laurieri on Twitter. He's cheering on the Brahma Bulls. And P. Laurieri, we had Mike Richards' dad email us about the pronunciation of his last name. So I'll stick with that for now, but thank you. Brahma Bulls forechecking. They've got possession now. Shot stopped in the feet of Brookins. Long pass over to the other side to Richard, and shot and a goal off the boards. It's Mario Diaco. A 1-0 lead with 9:50 to go in the first period for the Montreal Brahma Bulls. No lead is ever safe with these two teams on the floor. 3-0 lead blown last night, and then a 1-goal lead taken away with 0.9 seconds to go. Icing call against Oakville will bring things back to the left. Brahma Bulls inside the blue line. Here's a shot. Rebound into the corner. Stick flying in the air. Donor will find it, and Oakville's going to go back the other way. Turnover at the blue line, and it's Diaco. Or sorry. It's Mariko hit into the boards hard as the whistle goes. A lot of Montreal fans on Twitter. Thanks for everyone tuning in. We've got Frank Gagne, P. Laurieri, and Marco Vincelli cheering on the Brahma Bulls. And, of course, those Montreal Warrior women winning in Grand Bay. They'll take home the Eastern Regional Championship. Keep sending those tweets in. Any Oakville fans out there? Cheering on the HAF hockey group. Pisano, shot, rebound. Can't be controlled. In the corner is Mukas. There's Grasso. Super dangerous with the ball. Here's the shot from the slot and a goal. Mukas finds the corner on a wicked slap shot and feed from Grasso. Montreal's just hoping that last night's game isn't repeated. They want to keep this 2-goal lead with 8:23 left in the first period. Montreal back on the attack. This time it's Diaco with a slap shot. Bullseye as Risi stops it. Deschamps wins the draw. Sent back to Diaco. Here's another slap shot. Quick save by Chris Risi. Diaco spins around. Back to Argeris. Into the middle and just loses control. Oakville gets it out. Chasing it down is number 22, Johnny Ferreira. Down the corner is Arcaro. Back to the point is Brookins, and he shoots it in. And Grieco covers it up as it bounces off the boards. Guys are arguing in front of the goalie, so we're going to send both of those guys to the bench and cool off for a couple minutes. Nothing better to cool those guys off than play a little bit of Justin Bieber. They won't want any more stoppage of time. A lot more people tuning in on Twitter, and I'm going to have to ask Andrew what Motor won't throw a Fromby 2 minutes left means. But thanks, guys, for tuning in. Lots of Montreal fans. Let's see if we can get some Oakville fans involved. If you're a fan of the HAF hockey team, send us an email, communityonesports@gmail.com, or join the conversation on Twitter. And I want to hear from you guys, the ball hockey experts. Do you think fighting should be allowed or body contact? What's your stance on the fighting debate? Huge topic right now in the NHL as well. I want to hear it from you guys, the ball hockey experts. And while we're at it, a couple days ago we were asking the question, should ball hockey be an Olympic sport? I was talking with the International Ball Hockey President this weekend, as well as the women's Team Canada general manager. And there is talks, believe it or not, about making ball hockey an Olympic sport. So let me know what you guys think. Tweet me at isnash or send me an email at community1sports@gmail.com. And thanks a lot, guys, for tuning in. 1:17 left in the Oakville power play. We got a little scuffle in front of the net there as two Bremen Bulls in the box. 6:31 left in the period. A 2-0 lead for Montreal. And here they come again. Short-handed. Grasso passes it back. Finds Mucus. Has a goal already today, and they'll send it in and go off for a change. Oakville sends it in behind the net, goes all the way around to the far side. Finds Hamill. Now back to the blue line for Modio. Hamill. Sorry, Amodio sends it back in. I'll send it back to the red line for Brookins. Over to Amodio. His shot blocked in front and sent into the bleachers. 13 seconds left in the power play. Bremen Bulls send it in, and that'll do it for the penalty. So 5-on-5 hockey now with 5:20 left to go in the first period. Oakville looking for their first goal of the game. Don't count them out, though. Last night they were up by 3 goals. The Bremen Bulls came back, took the lead, about a minute left, and Oakville tied up the game with 0.9 seconds to go. Here they come again. Bertone over to Grasso. He's got so much speed. Here's his shot just wide of the net. Back in is Mucus, looking for his second goal of the game. Can't get by the defenseman. Guy wearing no number, just an Under Armour shirt. I don't have Under Armour listed on my game sheet here, so if anybody knows who that is, let me know. He's got the ball now. He'll pass it up. Find number 88, Nick Vetro. Over the blue line. Delays to set things up. Dishes it off to Katana. Sorry, Catania. Rivera sends it back to Richard. That's the other one. Robbie Richard. 3:35 left to go. Taking their time. I'll send it back. Finally, some pressure, and Montreal's going to get it out over the red line. Trying to find the perfect way in the zone. It's through the middle, apparently, for Argeris. He's, stripped of the ball. Riviera now against Catania. And he hits Riviera into the boards. We're going to get an Oakville penalty. It's going to be a tripping call. And on that note, Frank Gagne says, Montreal Bremen Bulls got to stick it to the hockey and away from the drama. Keep it cool, guys. And I couldn't agree more. We've been in so much penalty trouble all day. But for a championship game, there's no reason to be getting into all that extra stuff. Timeout called for the Brambles. All right, Andrew's not giving us the secret. He says that saying, motor won't throw a Fromby. 2 minutes left is for the boys. So we'll leave it at that. Hopefully I'm not saying anything bad on the air. Andrew get me in trouble from Twitter. But finally, some Oakville fans. Jeanette Gamble rooting for the HAF Oakville ball hockey team, and Cape Cod. Oh, I'm not even going to try that. Shit. I'm Canadian. You can't argue with that. That's a hard one to say. Thanks for the tweet, Jeanette. And sorry I couldn't say that state. I'll practice it, though, over the break and try and get it again. Keep those tweets coming in, guys. Here come the Bramables. And just like that, another goal. The assist for Grasso and the goal for Algaris. They're slowly taking over this game. 2:22 on the power play. All right, we get things going again. Oakville looking for the first goal. Here's a good chance. Hamill shot and a nice save by Grieco. On the boards wearing a classic Jofa helmet, Jonathan Desua. And he seems to have changed jersey because he was wearing the number 99 all tournament long. So maybe taking off the 99 to not have to live up to the expectation of the number, maybe. Anyways, he's number 12 now. That's Desua. Classic Jofa helmet. Suits him well, though. Looks like a Timu Solani on the floor. In behind the net now. Bramables try to control it, and Oakville's going to send it the distance and avoid the icing call, but Grieco is just going to cover it up. Up next, our final game of the day and of the tournament. 5 p.m. start for the Men's Division B gold medal game. Be sure to stay tuned for that one. And if you got a couple extra minutes, check out the East Coast Sports Show on BellLine.net/community1. Bill and I have been traveling all summer long, interviewing athletes, fans, and organizers of all kinds of different events around Atlantic Canada, trying to figure out what makes this side of the country so great. Check it out, the East Coast Sports Show with Bill and Izzy. Brambles are offside, so they had to regroup. Back in the zone now. Here comes Oakville. Number 91, Ferreira. Still has it. Looks for the shot. He's hooked up by Richard. Grasso on the far side, or near side there, was taken down. Stayed down for a couple seconds. He seems fine, though. Michal's going to send him a slapper, and it's going to be waved off. And not waved off. That's the end of the period. 3-0, Bramables Keep sending in those tweets. Let's have that discussion. What do you think about the fighting debate in hockey? I'm not a fan of it. I'll say that. Let me know if you think ball hockey should be the next summer Olympic sport as well. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Second period action, a 3-0 lead for the Montreal Brambles. I'm Isabelle Germain. We are in the final stretch of the Eastern Canadian Ball Hockey Championships. Someone just lost their shoe, and slipping around now is the captain. Here's a chance for Oakville. The shot just wide. Rebounded off the boards in front, covered up, and taken out by the Brambles. Taken again by Andrew. I don't know what he wrote at the end there. Something's see if I have it in my other game sheet, figure out what his name is. Kaza? Is that what it is? Any Oakville fans, let me know if I'm saying that wrong. Andrew Kaza, number 10. It's going to be an offside call. All right, more tweets coming in. Stephanie Boer, she's cheering on number 12 and number 99. So I'm assuming that's the Gretzky-Solani look-alike of the Brambles. Jonathan Desua. Brett Fong on Twitter. He's ready for an Oakville comeback and agrees that there should be no fighting. Here's Oakville now. Maybe he's their lucky charm. Rebound in front. And it's rolling, and somehow Grieco stops it, but we're going to get a Montreal penalty. It's going to be an interference call against Blurtone. And now some guys are going to get in each other's faces, and classic style, they'll be sent to the bench. All right, we'll ignore that. Andrew tuning in again. He wants to hear my best. I'll give you my best. This game's pretty good. And he has a feeling it's going to go down soon. This was last night's game between these two teams was probably the best one of the tournament so far. So hopefully they'll live up to the hype here in the second half. And P. Laurieri likes the idea of ball hockey becoming a summer Olympic sport. Let me know what you think. Isnash on Twitter. community1sports@gmail.com. Here's another chance for Oakville, and it's a goal. A wicked slap shot from the point from Amodio. Off the glass and hit someone in front. And just for that, I was told to call Amodio Motor 2. So there you go. And oh my goodness, the referee is going to call it no goal. I'm going to try and listen in, see what they're going to say. All right, so I think the referee are saying that it was batted in with a glove. So no goal. So I wasted Motor 2 on a no goal call. That's all right, though. They got a lot of momentum. Here we go, and just tipped into the stands. Oakville's found their fifth gear, and they're looking to get their first goal of the game on the power play. 1:40 left. Another chance in front. Ball goes into the corner, and Oakville will try to set things up. On the near side is Hamill. Sends it back to Modio. His shot right on net, but stopped by Grieco. Cross pass, intercepted. Sent over the red line, so Oakville is offside. They regroup. Lose it at the blue line. Grasso stays on his feet, sends it over to Mukas. Don't know why he didn't shoot, but passed it in the middle, trying to find Grasso, and Montreal's going to send it in deep. 55 seconds left. If you want more information about the Canadian Ball Hockey Association or want to join a league, check out the CBHA.com website. Ball hockey has really taken off. I don't know if you're like me and didn't realize how big the sport had gotten. Of course, we've played ball hockey and road hockey, maybe is what we call it, on the streets and moving those nets when the cars are driving by, but this has been a world championship sport for quite some time now for the men, and just started in 2007 for the women down in the United States. If you know women's hockey at all, the name Hillary Knight might ring a bell. She's probably one of the best women's hockey players in the world right now. Probably the best just below Marie-Philippe Poulin of Team Canada, but she represents Team Canada on the ball hockey team as well and will be playing in the 2015 World Championship team. So check it out, cbha.com for more information. On the power play for 0 seconds now. It's over. So 5-on-5. Oakville unable to capitalize after the goal was disallowed. Shot from the far side into the bleachers. All right, so I think I've started a trend, or I should say Andrew started a trend, but now on Twitter I'm being told to call everybody by their nicknames. So, D. Langer, I'm not even going to try that. Fan on Twitter, I'll try it. D. Langeret is cheering on Oakville, and he wants me to call Vetro Elbro 88. I feel like I'm getting myself in trouble with these names and these sayings. I'm going to have to stop reading these tweets on the air. Hopefully no one's trying to catch me saying something bad. Lots of love on Twitter. Thanks, guys. Keep them coming. I don't want to hear more. What do you guys think? Fighting in ball hockey, an Olympic sport? Send those tweets in. All right, here's a better way to say his name. Dougie Fresh is cheering on Oakville, and Oakville hits the post. He thinks he scored, but hit the inside of the post and stayed outside of that goal line. Oakville's come close twice now. Here they are again. In the corner is Kaza. Montreal clears it. It hits a player on the bench, and we'll get a face-off inside the Montreal zone. Grasso, nifty moves. Pass over to Mukas on the near side. They'll try to set things up. 15 minutes to go. They lead by 3 goals. In behind the net. Grasso all by himself. That's dangerous. Here's a shot blocked by Brookins. Brookins gets the ball away. Not over the red line, though. Here's the shot. Wide of the net. That time it was Dominic DeVici, and there's another goal for Montreal. It's Mukas from the face-off dot. Snipes it past Chris Reese. Now, if the same rule applies, and correct me if I'm wrong, in round-robin play after 7 goals, that was the end of the game. We are now 3 goals away from that with 15 minutes left. So Montreal now is going to sit back and play a little defense. Icing is waved off. Forced to run back is Rivera. Oakville, after a couple of good chances, back on the offense. Still looking for their first goal of the game. All right, the Brahma Bulls send it back in. There's Desua in the corner, putting pressure on Sam Ergenhardt. Out at the red line, so the Brahma Bulls forced to regroup. Ergenhardt uses the boards, finds Richard instead at the red line. Things have slowed down since that 4th goal. We got 13:40 left in the game. Mariko, his shot stopped by Reese. And we're going to get a penalty. As Ferreira is tripped up in behind the net. No argument there by Bertone. He's going to sit for 2. All right, so number 10, Bertone, is out. Number 33 will serve his 2-minute penalty. That's the part I don't really get. Why get yourself kicked out of a game when you're winning by 4 goals and the gold medal is about to be awarded? It's too bad, but Oakville, chance here to break the goose egg open, get their first goal of the game, maybe start that comeback that people have been talking about on Twitter. Here's a shot from the point, hits someone in front. Oakville keeps control. Can't get the shot off. And it's sent down. Montreal will go for the change. A minute left in the penalty. Montreal once again clears it after Oakville has a hard time controlling it. 45 seconds left, 12 in the game. Oakville offside, so we'll bring things back in front of the Montreal bench. If you're a fan of baseball, bookmark bellalliant.net/community1 for the month of August. Fast pitch, senior men's baseball, softball, all of it coming up on Bell Alliant in the month of August. The next event I'll be doing, the Founders Cup in Halifax, the Junior B Lacrosse 6-day tournament at the Halifax Forum. So be sure to tune in for that. My friends on Twitter, Andrew, Frank, everyone. Guys are making me laugh on the air, so tune in for the Founders Cup, 3rd week of August on bellalliant.net/community1. And if you got some extra time, be sure to check out the East Coast Sports Show with myself and Bill McLean. All kinds of fun stuff there. A weekly show we do for the channel. If you have Bell Alliant TV, it's on the demand button. If not, that's okay. Go online at bellalliant.net/community1 for more information. Another penalty awarded this time to Robbie Richard. Bremen Bulls in penalty trouble again. 11:30 left. And it's going to be a 5-on-3. Only 7 seconds left in the original penalty, so it won't be a 5-on-3 for too long. Montreal gets it out and lets that first penalty expire, so a minute 50 left for Oakville on the power play. And something... So number 7, Rob Brookins. So a cross check by Brookins. It's going to put him in the box for a number of minutes. It's going to be a 4-minute penalty. And that was on the Bremen Bulls, one of the best players on the team there, Mike Richard. Sorry, yeah, Mike Richard. Game getting a little out of hand now as the Oakville team is frustrated. Both benches yelling at each other now. All right, hopefully we can keep this clean to finish this off. 11:15 left. 4-on-4 hockey for 1:40, and then the Brambles will go on the power play. Every time it seems I look down to look at the Twitter feed, something happens. Brambles move it around in the neutral zone. Sending it in is Pete Charbonneau. Mucas a shot from high in the slot. Reese gets it with his shoulder. In the corner and behind the net now. Up front, here's a good chance for Charbonneau and a nice save by Reese. It's going to be an icing call against Oakville. Richard back on the floor after that cross check. Trying to get in, doesn't get enough on it. Sorry, and Reese will cover it up. All right, Richard outside the blue line, taking his time. He's got lots of it, and Reese just grabs it at the side of the net. 20 seconds left in the Robbie Richard penalty, and then we'll have about a 2-minute and 10-second power play for the Brambles. Brambles need to keep it classy after this. They want that gold medal. They've got a 4-goal lead with 9:30 left in the game, and we're going to get another penalty. It's going to be a holding call. All right, Richard out of the box. 4-on-4. Both penalties are basically going to cancel themselves out. The goalie lost his blocker and stick. So Grieco scrambling to get his equipment back. And Montreal sends it in deep. Don't go anywhere after this. We still have the men's B division final. The Newfoundland Money Savers against the St. John Most Wanted. Crowd starting to come in here for the hometown team. Oakville. In deep. Pass off to Hamill. Now over to Motor. Big shot by Ergenhart. Ergenhart gets it back at the blue line. There's that tee up. And rebound in front. Just over the net for Gamble. Montreal gets it down. 50 seconds left in the Montreal penalty, 1 minute and 5 left in the Oakville penalty. Working hard is Catania. There we go. Slap shot blocked. Sent all the way back into the Oakville zone. Oakville, actually, for those listening, is my hometown. But my family originally is from Montreal, so I'm torn. But a good game. Not as good as last night. That was epic. We're going to get a face-off inside. Sorry, outside, as it's offside for the Brahma Bulls. Ten seconds left in that first Brahma Bull penalty. And they'll have 10 seconds on the power play. Slap shot stopped. Brought back. Here's a shot from the point, rebound, and put wide. Argueres on the boards to Richard. Nifty little move, one hand. Loses it though at the blue line. Gets it back. Here's Argueres. And a penalty coming up for Oakville. And the unmarked player is going to go off for body checking. I'm going to say that's Zach Daly. It's the only one we haven't really seen a number. Montreal on a 2-minute power play. They'll take things slow as they've got a commanding lead. Slap shot into the stands. Oakville wins the draw. Stopped at the red line by Richard. Pisano. Ball still loose. Whistle blows though. Reese makes the save. Montreal needs 6 more minutes before they can be crowned champions of the men's D division. An impressive tournament so far for this team. Probably the best looking team. Got nice jerseys, all matching. Matching socks, matching shorts. They've all got the shin guards on. I guess it's true what they say, look good, feel good, play good. They have some of the best highlight reel goals this tournament. Now inside the attacking zone. In the corner, big hit. Ball deflected over the glass. .42 seconds left in that Oakville penalty. Brambles back inside. Not taking the foot off the gas despite the big lead. Here's Richard. Hit from behind again, and another penalty coming up for Oakville. The extra attacker on the ice as Grieco goes off. Here's the shot from the slot. Rebound in front, and whistle goes. And we'll get that Oakville penalty sorted out. What a shot by Grasso. Off the face-off, those quick passing. And Grasso goes top cheese. Hits the peanut butter, whatever you want to call it. He gets the 5th goal for the Montreal Brambles. Hopefully things can stay calm, not get out of hand. 4:46 left. Here comes Oakville. Still looking for their first goal. It's number 10, Kaza. Gonna get help from Gamble. Pisano finds it for Montreal. Sends it wide to Desua. He's stopped at the red line by Ergenhart. Here's a shot. There you go. Kaza, a wicked slap shot, goes bar down on Grieco, and he gets his team on the board. Good play there. Got to commend this Oakville team for not giving up. And both teams have done a good job staying calm. Couple little cheap shots, but that's to be expected in these competitive sports. Both teams playing a good game. Just Montreal has the upper hand with that 5-1 lead. Long pass over to Gamble over the blue line. He'll wind up, fakes the shot. Now he shoots, rebound in front. Too far for Kaza. At the hash marks. Back inside. Off the boards, and that's another goal. Using that glass all day. Number 88, Nick Vetro. Elbro 88 gets the 2nd goal for Oakville. Bats it out of the air too. So 2 nice goals for Oakville, and they're not out of it yet. Montreal's going to take a timeout as Oakville is within 3 with 3:26 to go. All right, here we go. Montreal trying to not let history repeat itself and let a 3-goal lead slide. We've seen it before as Oakville did that yesterday. A huge hit in the corner. We're going to get a penalty. It's going to be Patrick Rivera in the box. And I believe that's Zach Daly who got hit. Oakville has pulled their goalie. They've got 6 attackers against 4 Bramables. 3 minutes left. 2-minute power play. Let's see if Oakville can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Get another one. Here's Vetro in the corner, and Bramables will clear it out. Inside, they're going to set up. Number 61, Richardson, back to the point. Shot blocked. Trying to go to the far side now. Richardson will get it back. Here's a shot, and it's up in the bleachers. Not hitting the glass this time. The Money Savers warming up in the corner. Their game starts, well, scheduled to start in 13 minutes. The men's B division final is up next. Be sure to stay tuned for that. And the Brambles shoot towards the empty net and miss. So Motor, Andrew Modio is gonna dump it in. Richardson. Back to Vetro, back to Ergenhardt at the point. His shot stopped. 30 seconds left in the power play. Minute 40 left in the game. Ergenhardt over to Gamble, his shot, and a glove save by Grieco, sorry. Bramables are gonna kill it off. 10 seconds to go. And we've got a whistle. It's gonna be a 2-minute penalty for Oakville. A minute 21 left in the game, 9 seconds remaining. In the Riviera penalty. Shot from the point, just wide. Algeris now is going to shoot it right away. And Reese makes the save. Minute and 8 seconds. Separates the Bramables from those nice gold medals and a big trophy. Trying to make a change, a little too late. They'll be denied. Last minute of play in the game. In deep is the HAF hockey team. from Oakville. Loose ball in front. Empty net. 5 players on the floor for 5-on-5 hockey to end things off. 35 seconds. They get it up. It's Kaza. And it's going to be an icing call with 21 seconds left. To the right of Grieco. Oakville wins the draw. They'll keep it inside the blue. 15 seconds to go. Not sure what the screaming was all about on the bench. Grasso will seal the deal. He gets the 6th goal for the Bravables. And they win the men's D division final. Thanks to everyone who tuned in and made this game so enjoyable with your tweets and emails. We hope to see you back watching Bill Alliant Community One presentations in the future. Remember, we got all kinds of baseball action coming up in August, and I'll be at the Founders Cup in Halifax that 3rd week of August. We'll wait for the player of the game announcements before I say our goodbyes for this game. And in 9 minutes, we have the Money Savers coming up against the St. John Most Wanted. So stay tuned for that one. Surely going to be a good game. So the Montreal teams making their trip worthwhile. The women won earlier today at 2 p.m. And now the men in the D division are crowned champions. Hat off to this Oakville team. Heck of a tournament. Had one of the best games last night when they tied things up with 0.9 seconds to go. So I think in the essence of time, they're skipping the player of the game announcements and just kind of telling the teams who it is. So we'll take a break. Thanks again, everyone. I'm Isabel Germain. We'll see you in about 5 minutes.